Hello, it's the Ignorant Entrepreneur, and in this episode, even I'm going to be learning something. So, you may not know this pandemic winner, but your tween probably does. Millions of children have flocked to the online gaming site Roblox since March. That's helping game developers, some as young as 16, make a lot of money. With so much time at home, young kids are leaning into other interests, such as Roblox, an online gaming site and app with Lego-like characters and millions of virtual worlds to explore. It's been turning into a main passion, with kids spending up to 5 hours a day chatting with friends on their phone while playing. Now, the coronavirus has created some pandemic winners as people shop in droves on Amazon, buy Peloton bikes to exercise at home, and head in to drive-in movie theaters. For children, there are pandemic victors too, and chief among them is 14-year-old Roblox, which was already popular but has become wildly so since people have been urged to stay at home. Since February, the number of active players on Roblox has jumped about 35% to reach 164 million in July, according to RTracks, a site that tracks Roblox data. About 3/4 of American children ages 9 to 12 are now on the platform, according to Roblox, and players spent 3 billion hours on the site and app in July, twice as much as they did in February, the company said. Now, inside Roblox, which is free to play, gamers create an avatar. They can play the site's millions of games, bringing their characters into environments ranging from tropical islands to haunted houses, castles, and bustling towns. Their avatars can engage in first-person combat, decipher puzzles, or participate in egg hunts while chatting and interacting with other players. Gamers pay real money, often $5 to $10 at a time, to become premium members and purchase the in-game currency called Robux, which lets them buy clothing, weapons, and even hot air balloons for their characters. At a time like this, where people are housebound, being able to escape into a digital world and have these kinds of fun, imaginative experiences with a friend is very, very relevant, said Craig Donato, Roblox Chief Business Officer. Pretty wild, but reminds me of Fortnite and how it was able to bring in so much money through add-ons that people would buy. You know, the actual game is free, but people buy additional things. For players, Roblox has an element of never-ending discovery because independent developers create more than 20 million new games a year for the platform. And for those developers, who are mostly teenagers, college students, and young adults operating solo or with a small team, the recent spike in Roblox popularity means boom times for them too, since they get a cut of the money that users are spending on their games. One beneficiary is Ann Shoemaker, 20 years old, who said she moved from Palm Coast, Florida to Silicon Valley 2 years ago with $100 in her pocket to live near other developers as she coded games for Roblox. For a while, she said she didn't earn enough from the platform to justify turning it into a full-time job. But after the pandemic hit, Miss Shoemaker saw a surge in interest in her two Roblox games, Mermaid Life, a fashion-focused role-player game, and My Droplets, a pet simulation game. Players have paid for extra content in those games and for the hats she made for users' avatars that she sells across the site. Miss Shoemaker said that she now has made about $500,000 through Roblox, most of that since March. Before the pandemic, she could afford to pay just 1 or 2 people to help her. Now her game studio, Full Flower Studio, employs 14 contractors, and she is plotting new games. Roblox says it has more than 2 million developers, 345,000 of whom make money and who split their profits 50-50 with the company. Dozens of the top developers make millions of dollars, the company said, and top games in the past have generated an average of $2 million to $3 million a year. With that being said, revenue from Roblox mobile app, which most players use, totaled $493 million in the first half of the year, up from $228 million in the same period a year ago, according to Sensor Tower, an analytics firm. So there you go, something I've heard of but never really looked into. And if you've known about it, hopefully you learned a little bit something here about how the company operates and what some of the current trends are looking like. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.